Hello and welcome back to another Star Citizen video. Today we're gonna take a look at IAE 2954 Day 7 with Drake Interplanetary. And well, best ship Drake ships, right? So before we begin, like, subscribe, hit the notification button and help this channel grow. And of course, I'm gonna open up with my PSA, or the only PSA, which is you do not need to buy any of the ships and vehicles with real money. All you need is a starter pack. What's better than a starter pack? A discounted starter pack. And of course, before you buy anything, you can try out Star Citizen for free during the IAE 2954 event. And without further ado, let's check out Drake Interplanetary. Oh, that sounds weird though, that opening line. Sounds so weird. Anyway, we have a new episode, episode 3, and of course, today's Warborn Daily Deal is the Vulture. Now, the Vulture is a salvaging ship, and I think it's fantastic. The question is the price tag. The price tag is 175, 165. Yeah, so what's the lowest thing you can upgrade to? And of course, I want to reiterate again, it's the only salvaging ship, so obviously it's the best, right? Cheapest one is Prospector 155. All right, cool. Cool. So let's start off with the lineup. So we're gonna start off with the Buccaneer, $110. This is an introduction. Okay, they have to remove the word introduction because this is technically not really an introduction ship. This is technically a light fighter because it only has guns and that's it. Yeah, they have to reword the no, not reword first. First, we have to describe what is introduction because there's so many other ships out there that is it's the word has lost its meaning. I'll put it this way. So that's that. Anyway, the Buccaneer is a light fighter, $110, the most expensive light fighter, but also the most heavily armed light fighter. Yes. It has lots of weapon hardpoint. It's maximum pew pew, okay, for a ship. And I love this ship for its interesting shape. It's very stripped down. I'll put it this way. Large engine, stripped down, glass cannon. That's how it is. Next up, we have the Caterpillar. Now, the Caterpillar is one of those ships out there under Drake that I would say I would love to have this in my fleet, but I need to understand what modules does it come with the Caterpillar. The Caterpillar is a modular ship, or rather it was marketed as a modular ship, but we have not seen enough modules yet, nor the modularity of the Caterpillar. So this ship is on a watch list, my watch list, because if this ship is modular, then it is a prime candidate for me to pick up. At $330, it is technically, I wouldn't say cheap, but it's technically well priced. I don't think it's well priced though, because $330 for internet spaceship is never cheap. It's never, okay? Never. That's the reason why you should not spend with real money for internet spaceship. If you want, it's mainly to support CIG. But at the same time, CIG has raised up $750 million. All right. So that's the reason I put that PSA. So again, modularity, Caterpillar. If this has medical bay, great ship to pick up. Next up, we have the Corsair. Now, the Corsair has recently taken a nerf bat, and because of that, the Corsair is no longer, in my opinion, no longer the best ship. It is second best due to its size and everything, right? It's still good. Is it really second best? Oh, it is second best. You know what? It is still second best. It has still enough pew pew. The firepower still remains the same if it's fully crewed. If it's a solo pilot, then no, the Corsair has dropped. Yeah, previously it is the best ship because most of the weapon is pilot control, especially the four nose gun. That was crazy, but now they split. It's like, oh no. Sad day for the Corsair owners. Next up, we have the Cutlass Black now. The Cutlass Black, or rather, the Cutlass series. Actually, no, I think I said it wrongly. The Cutlass series, namely the Cutlass Black. It is the best daily ship. I mean, I'll put it this way. It is the best daily ship for its price tag. $110. In fact, I wouldn't say it should be even better with its old price tag, $100. Okay, 110, it still is, but not as good as the $100 price tag. Come on. All right, you have 4 pilot control weapons, which is size 3, and a 2 size 3 turret as well, which is great for friend, and it has enough cargo space to do whatever you want. The only difference is it cannot carry a lot of vehicles, or it can carry all the smaller vehicles. That includes the Grey Cat Rock. The Ursa, I think you have to squeeze. I'm going to say no first, because it doesn't feel like it can fit an Ursa. But anything smaller than the Grey Cat Rock, you can fit it in, namely the Dragonfly Black, right? Especially the Dragonfly Black and the Pulse, Mirai Pulse. And it has bed, it basically has everything, right? It has side doors, all the cool stuff as a, not to say a solo ship, but the Cutlass Black is kinda technically a solo ship. I would say solo plus ship. I'm gonna use that word. What do it mean by plus is it's technically a solo ship, but it also offers a little bit more if you carry an extra friend, or you have carry an extra friend. if you have an extra friend to tag along, all right? That's that. Solo plus, okay. Yep. Next up, we have the Cutlass Blue. Now, the Cutlass Blue is a combat. See, again, interdiction. So, what is interdiction? That's the question. Does it have EMP? No. It has prisoner cell? Yes. And that's about it. All right. It has disruptors loadout by default. So, it disables ships. So, is that called interdiction? That's the part where CIG needs to clear up. Some of these acronyms we really need to clean up because it's getting old. So yeah, $175 for a, I would call this a police version of the Cutlass, and I think it's okay, but I think it's on the high side, so get it in game, right? In my opinion, get it in game. Next up, we have the Cutlass Red. Technically, this is my go-to daily driver ship, but it's not the best, right? One of the big reasons is you sacrifice DPS for medical bed and of course cargo space as well. So in this case, this is second best daily driver ship in general. Okay, so if you value more on, if you do more first-person shooting stuff on planets, you do more planet side stuff, you do more out of ship activity, the Cutlass Red is the best pick. It has enough firepower for you to do other stuff as well, and the price tag of $135 is not super expensive. And there you go. There you go. So, yeah, Cutlass Red is my daily driver. Ever since the Cutlass Black bumped up in price of by $10, yeah, the Cutlass Red is much easier pick. Previously, it's a little bit harder, of course, 100 versus 135. Yeah, but now 110 versus 135. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Next up, we have the Cutlass Steel. Now, this is a dropship variant of the Cutlass series at $235. This is mainly for an orc ship, or at least a smaller orc. Even though if you play with friends, I don't think it's still worth getting. Sure, it is the cheapest dropship with a lot of pew pew. The question is the Cutlass Steel better than the Vanguard Hoplite? Both of them almost have the same price tag. Hoplite is more expensive by $5. So yeah, interesting ship. You know what? Because it's on a Cutlass platform, I dare say at least if you want to fly solo, the Cutlass Steel is viable. Even the Vanguard Hoplite still able to fly solo as well. So yeah, no, that's it. These are the two ships that is a prime candidate for people who wants to do dropship capability, but at the same time want to do solo stuff on the side. You know what? It's mainly for at least a mid-size orc. Small orc, I don't think the Cutlass Steel is it's a decent pick. You know what? It's a decent pick. I'll give it to you. I'll give it. Next up, we have the Cutter series at $45. Now, this is technically not a starter ship. This is technically starter premium, or I call it starter plus. You know what? I'm going to use the correct term, starter premium. $45. This is actually an expensive starter ship. So let's start off with the Cutter. Cutter base, 45. Cutter Rambler Expedition version. And Cutlass Scout, it is an exploration version. So what's the difference between Rambler Expedition and Scout Exploration? In my opinion, I would say the Scout wins hands down because it has better radar. But at the same time, most likely the Cutter Rambler has larger fuel tank. I forgotten some of the stats. But in my opinion, these two ships, like, why? Why do we have two? Can't we just have Cutter Scout with whatever the Rambler has, and then you just combine with a Scout, right? So that is an odd. These two ships are odd, right? Probably I'll call it twin, but it's so odd. In my opinion, again, these are starter premium. It's actually not bad, right? Not bad. It has all the amenities that the Avenger Titan has that you want, but it lacks on pew-pewness. So there we go. At least it's cheaper, right? If you want to get the Cutter. Even the Scout also is cheaper, so yeah. Next up, we have the Dragonfly, and the Dragonfly is the first vehicle, I won't say the first vehicle, but the first planetary vehicle that you can use and explore. It is a two-seated vehicle. It's a hover, vehicle. Yeah, it has hover technology, which is nice, very, very nice. And you can use it in space, according to some of the promotional video. So that's why the Dragonfly is kinda the go-to vehicle in general. I do have it. It's fun. It's very, very fun to fly. And because you can put two person, one person just drive, another person just shoot. Easy. And of course, it has weapons on board as well, which is perfect. Perfect little ship. $40, get it in game. Next up, we have the Herald at $85. Now, this ship is a data running ship. Currently, we don't have the data running gameplay at the moment, so it is a question mark for its price tag. Yeah, nothing to say about it other than it can go fast in a straight line. That's it. Yeah, we need this one is very heavily reliant on the game mechanic. So no comments for now. Next up, we have the Ironclad. Now, the Ironclad at $450. This ship is actually a very interesting ship. I would talk a little bit more about the Ironclad, not say just Ironclad, but a lot of some of this ship that I like, and I think it's a great pick. Ironclad is one of it. One of the biggest reason is, first, it has a big interior, mainly used for cargo hauling, 1,500 SCU. I know that's a little bit more, right? At least 1,500. So yeah, it is great, and it has a retractable roof. That means the Ironclad is kinda a pseudo pocket carrier. Yeah. At $450, I think it's the cheapest pocket carrier to date. Do note this is an in-concept ship, so a lot of things will be subjected to change, and obviously they if they still keep it as an armored freighter and everything, even though they change a little bit here and there, it is still what I think it can be. Okay, not it should be, but can be. That's how I do Star Citizen when it comes to big ship. I don't just see the ship for what it should be, but what it can be by stuffing extra stuff inside. Because the Ironclad, if this obviously this guy can carry the Terrapin without issue, boom, you have a pseudo explorer ship. Done. Obviously, the Ironclad can fit a NERSAR, medical URSAR, or the Medipin, which we're gonna take a look tomorrow. Bam! Search and not say search and rescue, but kinda a mini search and rescue. So yeah, so many possibilities the Ironclad can do with its retractable roof. At $450, this is cheaper than the C2. No, is it cheaper? No, it is more expensive than the C2 Hercules. C2 is cheaper. All right, C2 is 400. I was thinking like, what ship costs 520, and that's the M2 Hercules. So this is basically a C2 competitor. In my opinion, the Ironclad is definitely better than the C2 in terms of the functionality at the moment. Of course, the C2 is nothing to scoff off because it has decent pilot control weapons. It has basically the C2 is it's a wholesome ship. If you want to carry all your toys, if most of your toys, right? It's also a kind of a pseudo pocket carrier. And that's one of the main reasons why I can say C2 Hercules is not bad. But Ironclad, big plans if I can get my hands on. Next up, we have the Ironclad Assault, which is the Ironclad with more pew pew. And the extra thing that they have or they plan for the Ironclad is you have a vehicle. Okay, I cannot use the word vehicle repair bay, but it has a repair bay. The promotional video shows more of a vehicle repair bay, so that's why I don't, I want to say vehicle repair bay, but if the repair bay can be repurposed, or if there is a functionality down the line that says, hey, you know, it can repair ships, bam, this Ironclad Assault is like one of the best ship basically utility ship, you know, that you can fly for fun and you can bring a lot of your toys. Yeah, but for now I'm gonna stick it to what the promotional material has, which is a repair bay for mainly vehicles, or in this case vehicle repair bay. $535. Now this one has a little bit more expensive. You lose, of course, you lose your cargo space as well. You lose 1/3. Right, I think it can carry up to 1,000, like 1,035 or something like that. Like it's basically 1,000. And of course you lose some space, you gain a repair bay, you get more pew pew. Price tag, you pay more, $85. Yeah, I need more information on the repair bay before I can say Ironclad Assault is better than the Ironclad. Yeah, but with just vehicle repair bay, it's already partially better. Partially. Yeah. And of course, it comes with my favorite color, which is yellow for industrial. So the Ironclad Assault kind of wins in terms of aesthetic. Unless I can put a yellow paint on the Ironclad, or at least an industrial paint on the Ironclad, it'll be a good winner as well. It comes with pirate red. If it comes with pirate red and black Ironclad Assault, easy decision that I can say, oh, you know what? Good ship. Next up, we have the Kraken at $1,650. This is a light carrier, but to note, this is a capital ship, which means you cannot upgrade to. You have to buy it outright. Sold out. Okay, it has lifetime insurance. I cannot complain. 1,004 sold out. That's crazy. I won't talk too much about the Kraken, but once it's out, I will talk a lot about it. And one of the biggest reason is I will try not to touch capital ships in general because they are just way too expensive. 1,650 and then 1,4 for Warboard. That's crazy. Yeah, it's a light carrier, all right? The role it's a light carrier. Next up, we have the Kraken Privateer, $2,000. Now, this is only the second ship that offers a shopping experience. The Privateer is a much better shopping experience in my opinion because it has landing base, which means people can just land and do their shopping, which is great. And that's about it. Problem is the price tag, 1,007 lifetime insurance. Of course, anything above 1,000 is lifetime insurance. It should be, it must be. No, it should be, right? It should be, it must be. You know what I was gonna say? It should be, must be. Next up, we have the Mule at $45. Vehicle, easy skip. Yeah, easy skip because on one end, the CSV SM has is much better for now. The Drake mule can carry boxes, but because of the ATLS, do you really need a mule? Yeah. So many choices that CIG make some ships a little bit obsolete slightly. But again, having variety, having variety is always great, all right? No matter how you see it. It's just if you want to spend with real money, that's all. Last but not least, we have the voucher, $175. This is a salvaging ship, and it's a single pilot. And this is the most expensive solo profession ship out there at the moment with $175 price tag. Yeah. And that's that for the Drake lineup. Now, do we have any special offer? Nope, 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 nope. So that's that. And yeah, so for Drake, sadly, there's no new stuff. But at the same time, I think it's okay. It's okay. Again, Cutlass Black, my favorite, followed by the Cutlass Red. And I think that's the only two ships I can recommend. Cutlass Red, Cutlass Black. Yeah, Corsair got dethroned. Caterpillar on watch list, but not recommended at the moment. Kraken, yeah, Kraken. Ironclad also on watch list. That's all I have for you for today. All right. Until then, I will see you guys tomorrow for Anvil. And of course, there will be another video as well tomorrow. A big announcement. No, not Anvil. Origin. Anvil is on weekend. Nice. You know what? I think Origin is Anvil. You know what? Yeah, I'll do an extra PSA for you guys tomorrow, because Best in Show is coming. You want to at least prepare before December 1st. So before Anvil, actually, most of the ship comes from Anvil. That's the reason why I want to do it on Anvil itself. But I think Origin I should come up with a PSA. Yes, sirree. All right, the preparation for Best in Show. And with that, I would say, yeah, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. Until then, I will see you guys in the next Star Citizen video. Fly safe, and I will see you in the verse. Okay, again, I kind of butchered that part wrong. It's I will see you in the verse and fly safe. Tisk. All right, see ya, my friends.